weekend, fourth day of the competition. The competitors for the Palme d'Or take over from each other and are very different. And this time it's Todd Haynes with May December with his actresses Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore. So here they are to appear before the photographers, Natalie Portman, Julianne Moore, talking with the film's actor, Charles Melton. If you know teen series, Charles Melton was in Riverdale. And Natalie Portman started in Besson's Léon. Of course, you remember her very young with Jean Reno. And Julianne Moore, who has been very often with Todd Haynes in a number of his films, but not only. Jurassic Park, of course. Shortcut. Of course, the Coen brothers' Big Lebowski. So she is a big hitter, as they say in Hollywood.
Hello, welcome.
Todd Haynes, independent cinema. He's openly homosexual. He likes melodrama, which he likes a lot as well. Music plays a big role in his films. And he directs his actresses wonderfully. Rather like Pedro Almodovar in a different style, different way, but and the American version. So here he is with his actors and actresses. Todd Haynes, Velvet Goldmine, of course. The story of glam rock in the 70s. Far From Heaven, wonderful role for Julianne Moore in this film. I'm Not There on Bob Dylan. And Dark Waters, a very moving film with Mark Ruffalo, which talks about chemical pollution. And Todd Haynes, of course, Carol, the story about a fashionable married woman and another woman in the 1950s. Best Actress award here for Rooney Mara, not for Kate Blanchett, who played Carol in the film, but for Rooney Mara. As is very often the case with Todd Haynes, May December is a question of appearances and our colossal refusal to look at ourselves and to see ourselves. And so here the photographers are looking at the crew, observing them, rather like the two characters in the film, the two actresses do, played by Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore. A Pitch, a famous actress played by Natalie Portman, in a family like any other, they say, and she plays the mother of the family and spends time with her to try and get information from her, and it's a way of sort of trying to prepare for a role, so it's sort of like a recursion in there. And so the mother, of course, was very famous at her time because she went to prison for abusing a minor, and the child is played by Charles Melton. And there's a sort of duel in the film in Savannah, in Giorno, between these two characters. They sort of try to size each other up, and it becomes a psychological thriller. You don't know which one is manipulating the other. You don't know who is playing off who. Charles Melton is, of course, in Riverdale. And he plays the young husband of Julianne Moore. in May, December, Todd Haynes' film, in competition here in Cannes. So these three hands behind their back, if you like, and it's a bit like it's a very good image of the film.
Natalie.
But we'll say no more.
Julie.
So May, December, it's a melodrama. I think there's not much can be said there now with all this shouting. Sunglasses, they're saying. They want the actors to take their sunglasses off. Todd Haynes, director of Velvet Goldmine. I'm Not There, Doc Waters, and Carol. Julianne Moore was in Safe, one of his first films, and in Far From Heaven, a tribute to Douglas Sirk. So a very disturbing melodrama, maybe a little bit too predictable, says the Figaro. A couple which is dissected for Le Monde, but it doesn't leave anybody feeling indifferent. That's the thing about this film as well. The question is now, is it with or without glasses? That's the question. And it's Charles Melton by himself with the photographers, and he's taken off his glasses. And so he scored a point or two there with the photographers. And he's playing around with them. And he's outstanding in Todd Haynes' film. Light years away from his role in Riverdale. He plays Julianne Moore's young husband. She knew him when he was 13, and this, of course, hit the headlines because she went to prison because she had, of course, abused a minor and corrupted a minor, and so she went to prison. Then when she came out to prison, she married him. So there we are. And then there is an actress who comes to meet the character played by Julianne Moore to prepare the role, playing Julianne Moore's character in a film about her. And what's troubling at the beginning of the film, or right from the beginning of the film, is the music. It's music that was written by Michel Legrand for The Go-Between, which won the Palme d'Or in 1971 by Joseph Losey. So again, the question here is with or without the glasses. Julianne Moore, outstanding actress. You've probably seen her in Todd Haynes' film Far From Heaven, the tribute to Douglas Sirk. In the 1950s, it takes place where a woman begins to discover that her husband is homosexual. And it was a sort of a revelation of Todd Haynes as well. Big Lebowski, Shortcuts, Jurassic Park. The Kids Are All Right, where she was acting with alongside Susan Sarandon. Maps to the Stars, Map to the Stars, David Cronenberg. So this is the Photocall of May-December Todd Haynes film in competition here in Cannes with two actresses, Natalie Portman and Julianne Moore. Natalie Portman, who we can see here, who is standing straight in her high heels here, and she's not taking off her glasses. She plays a film star, an actress in the film, who is coming to prepare a role where she's going to play Julianne Moore's character. And she comes and she wants to get some tips to perform the woman on the screen. Of course, Black Swan from Darren Aronofsky, where she plays a ballet dancer who's ready to do anything to play the title role in Swan Lake, the lead in Swan Lake. For the gossips, and I think this is where she met Benjamin Millepied. She's already been to Cannes, of course, Natalie Portman, for Amos Gitai's film, Free Zone. She's, of course, Princess Amidala in Star Wars. And apparently she was, when she came at the red carpet, she caused a stir because her head was totally shaved, and it's because she was shooting V for Vendetta, where she had to have her head shaved, of course. So Todd Haynes, Julianne Moore, Natalie Portman, Charles Melton. All wearing their glasses, which the photographers aren't always happy with. Maybe you heard them crying out, "Sunglasses, sunglasses."
Merci beaucoup, on enchaîne. Thank you. We go to the press conference.
May, December, Todd Haynes. A very disturbing film. It's a question of appearance, of doppelgangers, in a way. A sort of a making of to prepare a role where an actress goes to the home of the character she's going to be playing in a film to sort of copy what she does and who she is. Todd Haynes there.
Just a fashion. So, for real, you guys didn't sleep at all?
Director of Far From Heaven with Charles Melton, the actor in this film. May, December, and his muse, Julianne Moore.
Like sitting on my hand. I came back and because the lady on the plane gave me a bottle of wine. Came back, drank some wine. Packed up my stuff because I got to get ready.
Right.
Anyway. But
What's your flight?
I leave right after.
Layers of it at a time.
Good. I'm so glad.
And, of course, Julianne Moore's wine to be drunk with moderation.
you know,
Yeah. I know, to see
production
Jesse there.
supervisor.
Yeah. That was great. I mean,
Todd Haynes, Julianne Moore, Charles Melton.
I know.
for those people,
After the photocall now, they're going to have to sign a few autographs as they go into the conference room. Natalie Portman there. Black Swan in red. And she was very, very young in Luc Besson's Léon, alongside Jean Reno. And today she is an international star. It's the first time that she's worked with Todd Haynes. And she gave him the idea of the script, of the screenplay. May, December, Todd Haynes, will he be winning an award this year? We're only halfway through the festival. There's a lot of films to see for the jury, chaired by Ruben Östlund.
You mean you? Of course.
Okay, please.
We can go. You can go. You can sign
Yes.
up.
Okay. Okay. S'il vous plaît.
So you can imagine that the fans are waiting for Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, but Todd Haynes too, the director. He's signing autographs for the film lovers there. Todd Haynes, Velvet Goldmine. Far From Heaven, I'm Not There. A big admirer of Douglas Sirk's melodramas. He paid tribute to him in Far From Heaven, making a film in the way that Douglas Sirk made films. Natalie Portman, Black Swan,